Have you ever thought about the spiritual power packed into something as simple as salt? It's not just for seasoning your food. In the Bible, salt holds a deep, symbolic meaning, and the prophet Elijah showed us just how powerful it can be. Today, we're diving into the story of Elijah and discovering how the spiritual, healing, and restorative power of salt can still apply to our lives. Let's journey back to ancient Jericho. The city had a serious problem. The water was bad, causing death and making the land barren. The people were desperate. They went to the prophet Elisha, Elijah's successor, who carried on his powerful ministry. Elisha's solution was simple, yet profound. He asked for a new bowl and some salt. He went to the spring, threw the salt into the water, and declared, "Thus says the Lord, I have healed this water. From now on, neither death nor barrenness shall come from it." And just like that, the water was purified. This wasn't just a miracle for Jericho, it was a powerful lesson for all of us. The salt symbolized purification and a covenant with God. In the Old Testament, salt was used to seal covenants because of its preserving qualities. It represented permanence and faithfulness. When Elisha used salt, he wasn't just fixing a water problem, he was restoring God's blessing and covenant with the people. It was an act of divine healing, cleansing the land from its curse and bringing life back. So, how does this ancient story connect with us today? Our modern society often feels like the waters of Jericho, polluted. Not always with physical toxins, but with spiritual ones. Negativity, anxiety, division, and despair. We navigate a world that can often feel barren of hope and peace. We too are in need of healing and restoration. This is where the spiritual symbolism of salt becomes so relevant. Jesus calls us the salt of the earth. What does that mean? It means we are called to be agents of preservation, purification, and flavor in a world that is decaying and bland. Just as salt stops decay, our faith and positive actions can stop the spread of negativity and corruption around us. We are meant to preserve goodness, truth, and love in our communities. Think about your own life. Where is there a bad water situation? Maybe it's a toxic relationship, a discouraging work environment, or a personal struggle that feels overwhelming. Like Elisha, we can bring salt to these situations. This doesn't mean literally sprinkling salt everywhere, but applying the principles it represents. First, the principle of purification. We can be a purifying presence by choosing integrity, speaking truth with love, and refusing to participate in gossip or negativity. When you walk into a room, do you raise the standard or do you lower it? Being the salt means being a source of purity that cleanses the atmosphere. Second, the principle of healing and restoration. Salt was used for healing in the ancient world. Spiritually, we can be healers by offering forgiveness, showing compassion, and listening to those who are hurting. A kind word, a helping hand, an act of grace. These are the salt that can mend broken relationships and restore hope to someone's life. And finally, we are to be a covenant people. Our lives should reflect our commitment to God. This faithfulness is the preservative quality that gives our lives substance and influence. When people see our unwavering hope and steady faith in challenging times, it points them to the source of our strength. Elijah's prophetic mission was to call people back to God, to restore the true worship of the Lord. Elisha continued this by healing the very land itself. Today, that mission is passed to us. We are called to be the salt that heals our modern Jericho. Start small. Bring a little salt to your family, your workplace, your online interactions. Be the one who preserves peace, brings flavor and joy, and purifies conversations. The world is thirsty for the pure water of hope and life. Let's be the salt that helps deliver it. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that brings ancient wisdom into our modern lives.